not on that.
the discussion that we're having was we're talking about how we moved from understanding that different body types need to be accepted. And chief among those is that the white woman's stick figure, boyish, tomboy image, body type, should not be held as the archetype or the example by which other women need to conform to. And chief among this is black women. I think that when we started to recognize other body type by the acceptance of black women's non-traditional body type, we started to make progress. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
No comment.
No,
No
come on.
comment.
Why don't you just like say, give a black woman's perspective on that?
A black woman's perspective on
Yeah.
that? Oh wow.
Put your hand
There,
down.
I
Why-
think that a body is a body, and it doesn't really matter what race you are, because there's all kinds of different body types
But
for
what do you
different
think about
races.
the move from one understanding of one body type to adding in a diversity of body types? And the people who led that were black women. There was an understanding that black women had a different type of body type. And that led the way for different body types to be accepted, especially in the modeling industry. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if there were more black people that were allowed to show up in their whatever body type they had, that maybe that just made it more acceptable for people of all races that also had the same body type to also be represented. So I think it was more so a representation of seeing diversity in the ways that bodies are shaped within, you know, socially acceptable ways that made it seem like it was okay for everybody to show up that way. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, and what we see now is, and it's been going on for a while, so I'm not going to say like this has just happened. Other races trying to get the body type that black women have. For example, the butt, breasts, and the full lips and things like that.
But that's not necessarily just a black body type. That is a body type that some black people have that happens to be desirable for some people. Just like before, it wasn't acceptable to have a large butt and have all that stuff. You know, when it became acceptable, then people started to try to lean in that direction. Just like when it was acceptable to be thin and have a very straight, you know, waifish figure is what they would call it, then everybody was doing that. So it's more so just, you know, whoever's leading the pack and whatever is